Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Petty versus Balle Daniel.
Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good day, everyone. Miss Petty, you say you grew up without a father and claim you don't want the same for your daughter, Alea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you've asked the court to DNA test 2 men who may be her biological father. And Mr. Balle, you're one of the 2 men we've tested and state you do not believe you fathered the child because of Miss Petty's promiscuous past.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, waiting outside of the courtroom is the second potential father, Mr. Daniel, the plaintiff's boyfriend, who says he dreams he's Alea's father and has nightmares he's not. So, Mr. Balle, please tell the court, why do you have doubt?
So the reason I doubt her is because she was sleeping around with me and Peter at the same time. The only reason I started messing around with her was to get my son.
You have an older child together, so you were messing around with her to get him.
The way you gotta get it, I mean, the way you could get your kid is if you, all she want is the D, so you gotta sleep with her. You know, all you gotta do is sleep around with her, and you'll be able to get your kid.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to say, he came to me and was like, I still love you, Ania.
So
he's a follower. He don't want to step up and speak for himself.
But is it true that after you broke up, you had the older child, you all were still sleeping together? Because that's why we're here today, right?
Yes.
So, Mr. Balle, please, I'm waiting to hear these doubts.
Miss Petty told me she was on birth control. I tried to stop messing with her, but every time I stopped messing with her, she'll go ahead and bring up, like, well, you can't see your son and all this. You ain't gonna be able to, I don't want him to come over there because it's unsafe.
And when you refer to Peter, that's Mr. Daniel.
Yes, Mr. Daniel, my bad.
Your contention is that he never really got over you and still kept coming around. But you have to tell this court. You do admit that you also were having sex with Mr. Daniel.
Yes, she was.
Now,
and
you haven't.
I have proof why, another reason why I don't believe that she's mine is because who last name is on the birth certificate? Mr. Daniels, if you want to see that.
I would like to see it, Jerome. Please hand me that evidence.
She got Mr. Daniels' last name. If it was my baby, she would have had her with my last name like we did with our son.
I told Mr. Balle first that I was pregnant before I even told Mr. Daniel. He told me because he was in a relationship, he didn't want to ruin his happy home, that he didn't want nothing to do with my daughter. He told me to keep it on the low, and he raised both of my kids.
No, I didn't say nothing like that.
So, Miss Petty, I see here on the birth certificate, you did in fact give Alea Mr. Daniel's last name.
Yes.
Did you think Mr. Daniel would just be a better father, or you just felt like he was your only option?
He asked me to give my daughter his last name because he knew all the lies Stefan was telling me.
No, because they was
everything
he was staying together for 2 years.
About how he didn't want to take care
of her.
And
they were sleeping with each other unprotected.
All right, let's calm down. Let's calm down. I want to look at this young lady because I feel like I'm watching a tennis match. My neck's just going back and forth and back and forth, and you right here in the middle. And I need to know from you how you got here.
I grew up without a father.
Oh my God, there's no excuse.
How did you arrive in this place where you have a child you don't know who the father is?
For the second time.
Did I ask for background singers?
No.
Okay, then I need you to be quiet. Miss Petty?
When I first met Mr. Balle, I fell in love with him. He told me about some stuff he was going through, and he knew what I was going through. And everything was fine, and then he left. And while I was pregnant with my son, I went through kids making fun of me about it.
You could talk to me. I want to understand.
One of his ex-girlfriends went to school with me. And girls were trying to gang up on me while I'm 5, 6 months pregnant.
What?
I didn't want to go to school. He made me go to school because, I mean, I need my education. And I look up to him like, I see that he could be a good man, a good father, and I was happy like I could finally have a family that I never grew up with.
But Miss Petty, I need you to understand this too. And look, your pain, I completely understand where you're coming from. But you have to understand that your actions are not breaking the cycle, it's perpetuating it. Because you were also having sex with Mr. Daniel at the same time you were having sex with Mr. Balle. So if we're being completely honest in this court, which is all we're gonna be, their doubts are real.
Yeah.
And they're valid. right?
Yes.
What I need to understand from you, Miss Petty, is if you really felt like one man was your child's father, why is it that you give her another man's name?
Exactly.
You didn't want her to...
Why you didn't give her your last name, if
let
that
her
was the case?
speak. And I'm asking
sorry.
the questions.
Sorry.
Miss Petty,
I ain't give
tell
her
me
my
what
last-
you're feeling.
I'm feeling like, regardless of the results, he don't care no way. He don't want to be around for her. He didn't even give her the chance, like, to get to know him. He avoided child support. He avoided
Honor, I've been paying child support for my
DNA
son.
testing for my daughter. In St. Louis, I told him, you know what, I don't want to keep running around and all this action is, can you just please take the DNA test?
But, okay, you understand he does have doubt for a pretty good reason because you're
Yes,
admitting that
I
you
give
slept
him
with
that.
Mr. Daniel during the same time.
Yes, I give him that reason, but for him to avoid the DNA testing make me feel like he already knows
How
and
am
he
I-
don't want the truth.
So what you felt like is he's been avoiding taking a DNA test because in his gut he believes.
No.
Yes,
No.
he came
And
by
he's
and said,
trying to
and looked
avoid
at
his
her and said, well, she do got
responsibility.
my smile.
No,
She
here we
do
go.
look like me,
Your Honor.
but she too light-skinned to be my daughter.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So during the window of conception, about how often were you sleeping with each man?
I would have sex with them on the same day.
I was afraid I was going to hear that.
All she was trying to do was break a relationship. She was just trying to break up my relationship.
How am I breaking up his relationship?
Because
when he
every
came
time-
to me?
anytime
Okay,
I didn't
so,
call you
Mr.
and say, come
Ball.
over and have sex. You called me, I'm coming to get my son, but you know what? I got
And-
a little time to
and
spare.
every time,
She
didn't
not
I
in
get
the
my son?
car.
Didn't I
She
get
not
my
in the car,
son?
so we can have sex.
The bottom line is you're not going to be avoiding this DNA test any further. This is where the buck stops.
And here we go. The thing about, I wasn't even avoiding it. If the case is, how come Mr. Daniel couldn't take the DNA test right then and there?
Wait a minute. You said, this is classic. You said you weren't avoiding the DNA test. Did you hear this, Jerome? He's not avoiding it, but why can't Mr. Daniel take it right then and there? Why can't you take it?
Like, if he feel like he's the father, he been there the whole time. All I'm doing is taking care of my son and my daughter.
Well,
that's what I've been doing.
The good
if
news
if Mr. Daniel don't have
you've
nothing
both
to do.
taken the test
Yes, now.
so I'm
now.
ready to hear from Mr. Daniel. Jerome,
But
will
all
you
this
escort
time,
him in, please?
All this time they wasted avoiding it. They could have been and took it. They could have been
Why you
and did
just couldn't
this.
take it, just to get over with? Because if he would have took it first, you'd be like, how I know I wasn't the only man she was sleeping with besides him?
You go up to a witness.
Anything, he should have took it.
And you can't.
Welcome, Mr. Daniel. Thank you for joining us today.
How you doing?
Ms. Petty has openly admitted in court today that she was having a sexual relationship with Mr. Ball, also with you. But you two were in a relationship, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You obviously have doubt, but how did that doubt come about?
We were at the hospital, and there was a situation where I looked at her and figured out that she has a little possibility to look like AJ, which is her son. And I basically was like, okay,
Well,
it's
that
just...
could just be because she's both of their mother.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I say, okay, never mind.
So you erase that out of your mind.
Yes.
You're at the hospital and you're having this moment and the baby's here and everyone's happy. But as you're holding the baby you believe is yours,
Yes.
that has your last name, something inside of you is feeling like there could be a resemblance to this older sibling.
Yes.
Which may or may not be because it's Miss Petty. You're feeling like it could be because it's Mr. Ball's child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. So the bottom line is, up until this point, until the baby was born, did you know that she had been having a sexual relationship with Mr. Ball as well?
She told me before because of the situation when we got together.
Okay.
So she told me that there was one time
But
where
through
they
the
did.
entire pregnancy, you were there.
Every
You
time.
were there at the birth.
Yes.
You cut the umbilical cord?
Yes. I stayed up all night holding her. When she went, I gave her rest, so I ended up holding her. I ended up falling asleep with her, and I held her while she was asleep.
And I'm sure, you know, you can't help but fall in love with a little baby after holding her and
Yes.
being there for her. And also the fact that you gave her your last name.
Yes.
Why is that?
I love kids. I'm a family person, And from my history, I've been a foster child since I was 4.
So you were breaking cycles of your own,
Yes.
and yet you still stepped in.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's commendable. Ms. Petty, what's going on here? It sounds like you are caught between 2 men.
I am feeling like I'm stuck between the two. When me and Mr. Daniel got together, I cut ties off with him. I stopped messing with him. But then I found out he was keeping things from me too. And all these lies and different people coming to me like, he playing you.
The bottom line is you're in a relationship with this man and you love his level of responsibility as it relates to your children, and yet in the relationship there's been issues that have come up which make you doubt him.
Yeah.
So you, and I'm gonna tell you like it is, you use that as an excuse to continue to sleep with the man you really want to be with. Now tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
So when's the last time you and Mr. Ball had a sexual relationship?
Last week.
It was not last week. It was not last week. Your Honor, the last time we had a sexual relationship is when she said they broke up.
Mr. Daniel, I see you stomping your foot. Is that anger, frustration? What do you feel?
She didn't say anything like that.
During this time, have you suspected that they were still together?
Sometimes I have my doubts, like, okay, they're not together, and then they are together, because she has multiple phones. So it'll be text messages, emails that she made because they have sexual names for themselves. And she made an email for him.
Both of you all smiling when he said it, so it must be true.
No.
And I looked at the...
She remember she said I always come to her asking. No, she'll text me telling something. What's up with Snakey and stuff like that?
That is actually correct.
Never.
She can't. I looked in her.
Hold on. Mr. Daniel is validating Mr. Ball's testimony.
I looked in her phone the other day, her email. It said basically what he just said. It's back and forth. If she's not writing him, he's writing her.
So have you ever caught them together in person?
Yes.
Or this is a sexting, texting thing?
Matter of fact.
Oh, yes, you said. Did you find evidence that they were together?
I came home and I see his car outside. So I walk around to the window. I look in there and all of a sudden I'm looking around to see what's going on. I see her hand, he's laying down. Her hands is in his boxers.
What? Okay, I can see the truth is from the look on your face that you all had another sexual encounter that day.
I wasn't even trying to that day.
But not about
I promise you. I promise you. I worked all night. I wasn't even trying to. And then she like,
that's not the
we got
point,
time.
though.
Mr.
Ball, stop talking. Mr. Ball, stop talking
line.
and listen. Don't tell me what you were trying to do. I want to know what you did. Did you have sex with Miss Petty on that day when Mr. Daniel saw you through the window?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a young, beautiful baby here in this present moment that deserves to know who her father is, right? So, what are your hopes today? Is there one man in particular you hope is her father?
Either way it goes, I just want them to be a father.
Mr. Ball, what are your hopes?
If she's not mine, I'm happy for Mr. Daniel. But if she is mine, I just want to say I want custody of both of my children. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a better parent than both of them. Because
he a better parent than both of us. Well, my son was in the hospital, in the ER. I said, can you please
my son is 3 years old and he's not potty trained.
What's wrong with?
Let's calm down. I want to understand from Mr. Daniel what your hope is for this baby. Do you hope that you are? All right.
I will love, because of the fact that I fell in love with his child and he's not doing nothing for her, for him, neither one. To be honest, I want custody of both of them.
Jerome, I'm ready for results.
I'm not even 100%.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Petty versus Ball Daniel, as it pertains to 11-month-old Alea, and whether Mr. Ball or Mr. Daniel is the biological father, In the case of Petty versus Balle Daniel, as it pertains to 11-month-old Alea, and whether Mr. Balle or Mr. Daniel is the biological father. Mr. Balle, you are her father. That's a first, Jerome. Absolute silence.
He do not deserve to be the father, honestly.
Oh my God.
He don't.
It's sentimental, boy.
He hasn't bought diapers since me and Annette met, which is 2012.
I pay child support.
That has nothing to do with being a father.
Or being there.
It doesn't.
The great news is you both have the right intention. And Miss Petty, you have got to figure out how to move forward for your children. If you love him and you using him, leave him alone. Because that's not right. Do you understand me? And I'm gonna take it one step further for you, okay? If you love him and he doesn't do right by you, leave him alone. Are we clear? I wish you all the best of luck. Court is adjourned.
What he saying that he gonna step up, that's not gonna happen.
As far as the results go, I'm happy that Alea is mine, and I'm gonna take the responsibility. I want her and my son. I want full custody because I am a better parent than them.
The results are like, they are true, but they're horrible. I honestly believe that whether he's the father or not, he's not gonna be there.